Granny's, Abner. I believe that's our ring.
I don't as long, I believe you're right.
I'll see. Hello, Jot 'em Down store. This is Lum and Abner.
And now let's see what's going on down in Pine Ridge. Well, as we look in on the little community today, we find Lum and Abner in the Jot 'em Down store telling Ben Withers the details of their newest business venture. Listen.
And you're actually going into the circus game, Lum, is that it?
Yeah, looks like it, Ben. We've hired Squire to sort of run things. He's a good circus man, you know.
Well, to hear him tell it, he is, leastways.
Of course, there's one thing about him that kind of worries me. Just feared he'll get us into a batch of trouble if he don't stick closer to the truth.
To the truth?
Yeah, I don't know about him painting Cedric up that way and claiming he's a wild man from Borneo. You know he ain't from Borneo.
No, he's a local boy.
Well, I'll say one thing. They sure fooled me when I first looked at Cedric yesterday, all painted up that way. His hair all frizzed up and them earrings on him. Well, facts is, his own folks never knowed him when he got home. Run him right off the place.
Oh, they didn't do that.
They done it. They was all sitting down at the supper table, and Cedric stuck his head in the door and just scared the daylights out of him.
I reckon he would look up and see a face like that.
Oh, Lord, and it scared the stock, too. Caleb never got all the pigs rounded up till after midnight, he claimed.
Oh, sure.
And 2 of the young'uns are still up under the house this morning. He tried to toll them out with breakfast, and they just wouldn't come out. Feared he's going to have to tear up the front porch to get to them.
Well, what I don't see is why Cedric didn't wash that coloring off before he went home.
Well, he couldn't, Lum. It won't come off. That was walnut stain that Squire painted him with.
Walnut stain?
Yes, sir.
Oh, my stars to Betsy. That's a regular dye. It's highly impossible to get that off.
Oh, for pity's sake.
Yes.
So Cedric's pa's mad enough to bite. He was down at the barber shop this morning looking for Squire. He says he's just gonna beat the daylights out of him.
Fine.
Says he don't want his boy to be an actor.
Actor?
Yes, sir.
Oh, for pity's sake.
Having him put on a wild man exhibit and all that. Caleb says he don't want his boy to grow up to be an actor 'cause he don't trust him.
Well, I don't think he's got to worry about Cedric ever being an actor.
Yes, bright young boy, Cedric.
But I'd sure hate to have that Caleb looking for me to give me a whooping. He just don't know his own strength.
Oh, no, special when you get him mad.
Oh, I seen him hit a mule right twixt the ears there with his bar fist one day and knocked him flat.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Just 'cause the mule kicked at him.
Well, he's high-strung, you know. And stout as he is, no telling what he would do to a feller.
You know, I think it's glandular.
Huh?
Yes.
You know, somebody ought to tell Squire or warn him so as he can keep out of Caleb's way.
Well, I tried to find him this morning, tell him, but I couldn't locate him no place. He's more than likely heard about it, and he's just hiding out somewhere.
Then maybe you ought to give him a little police protection. Only don't get too close to Caleb while you're protecting Squire.
Well, if you see Squire, tell him to drop down to the jailhouse. I'll be glad to lock him up till Caleb cools down a little. I don't think my other prisoners would object to him too much.
Well, he might could do that. Of course, I believe that Caleb could bend them iron bars over the windows and crawl right in there if he's a mind to do it.
Now, here might be another idea. Do you have a Ferris wheel with your circus?
No, we don't.
No.
Let Squire get in one of the Ferris wheel seats and spin him up to the top and leave him there until things blow over.
Yeah, but what if Caleb sees him up there and gets on the Ferris wheel, too?
Let him. Start up the Ferris wheel. When Caleb's up, Squire will be down. When Squire's up, Caleb will be down. Never the twain shall meet, as the saying goes.
I know that's right. That would work, wouldn't it?
Fine. You know, this reminds me of the time Braven Nudloff became involved with the Ferris wheel in 1939. Late spring it was. Just goes to show what can happen, doesn't it?
Doesn't what?
Yes. Little did Braven Nudloff realize what tricks fate had in store for him when the carnival hit Mount Ida that spring.
Well,
Braven was scheduled to be married that afternoon, so he decided to take a last single ride on the Ferris wheel. He paid his dime, got on, sat down. The man fastened the wooden rod in front of him, turned on the machinery, and they were off.
Hooray!
Well, just as Braven reached the top of the Ferris wheel, the machinery broke down, isolating Braven from his friends on the ground, including his bride-to-be.
Oh, what a shame.
Well, it was soon determined by the mechanic who operated the Ferris wheel that they'd have to send to the Arnson Metal Works of Cleveland, Ohio for a new part to repair the machinery, and this would take a week or 10 days.
Why, that's the saddest thing I ever hear.
The bride-to-be, hearing of the sad plight of Braven, her betrothed, took the minister over to the foot of the Ferris wheel and instructed him to proceed with the wedding ceremony.
Well, I'm glad to hear it.
However, a rather stiff gale blew up about that time, causing Braven, who was never hardy, to come down with an attack of acute laryngitis.
Oh, my sakes alive.
Thus preventing Braven from saying "I do" in a voice sufficiently loud to be heard by his bride-to-be and the minister. Well, in the week following, while the bride-to-be was waiting for Braven to recover his voice, and while the mechanic was waiting for the part from the Arnson Metal Works of Cleveland, Ohio, the bride-to-be and the mechanic became rather well acquainted and were married in a simple but impressive double ring ceremony.
Well, what about poor Braven? Did they just leave him up there?
Only for a short while. The Arnson Metal Works replied that they'd be unable to supply the part, and it was necessary to secure it from the Bentley Gear and Boiler Company of Slippery Rock, Pennsylvania.
Well, gentlemen.
Oh, howdy, Squire. Granny's, you oughtn't to be out gallivanting around on the streets this way,
No,
Squire.
you better lay low for a few days, Squire.
Well, why? What's the matter? What's wrong, man?
What's wrong? Ain't you saw Caleb Weehunt today?
Caleb Weehunt? Why, yes, I just now talked to him over at his blacksmith shop. And I hired him.
Hired him?
Yes, Lum, he's going to put on a strongman act in the sideshow for us.
Well, if that don't beat the bugs of fighting.
Well, didn't he even whop you one time?
Why, no, of course not, Abner.
Oh, Swan, Squire, you're the beatenest feller I ever seen in my life. You could talk yourself out of my nigh anything, I believe.
Well, Caleb was a little mad there at first, but he got over it. I made him a nice offer for his act, and from there on, he dropped his objections to Cedric performing in the circus.
Well, good.
Of course, now we're still pretty short of performers, and they're hard to pick up right now, found that out, at our prices. So it looks like I'm going to have to call on you men to take part in some of the acts.
Take part in it? Us?
Well, hey.
Yes, now, Lum, I'm sort of figuring on making a trapeze artist out of you.
Trapeze?
Yeah.
You mean you want me to get up there in them swings and draw pictures?
That's the idea. No, Lum, I want you to swing back and forth.
Oh,
you know.
jump from one of them to the other.
Yes, trapeze performer.
Oh, you said artist.
Makes a highly spectacular spectacle.
Yes, it does. Of course, now, Lum, don't worry. We'll have a net underneath there, so if you do happen to fall, you won't hurt yourself.
Well, Squire, I don't know nothing about trapezing.
Oh, well, you'll catch on to it with a little practice, Lum. Now, here's a costume I found in one of those trunks they left in a tent over there. You can wear that. By the way, maybe you better slip it on and see how it fits, too, Lum.
That's a costume?
Yes, right there. That's
Well,
it.
there ain't enough clothes in there to pad a crutch.
Well, they're regular trapeze performers' tights is what they are, Lum.
Well, I'll step back in the feed room and put 'em on. I know I'll look aside in 'em, though.
Yes, we'll do that.
Well, ain't you going to let me do nothing, Squire?
Oh, yes, indeed, Abner. I'm figuring on you being the bearded lady.
Well, the bearded lady? Me a woman?
Well, you have the whiskers for it, Abner.
Yes, with those chin whiskers of yours, you're all set. Put some women's clothes on you and wear a wig, and your best friend wouldn't know you.
Doggies, I hope not if I'm going to go around in an outfit like that.
I think you'd look good in lavender, Abner. Go nice with your gray hair.
Now, the next thing we've got to get is an animal trainer.
Yes.
Got to have somebody to train the cats. Need somebody with a lot of nerve.
Well, let me do that, Squire, and get somebody else to be the bearded woman.
Abner, you mean you go in the cage there with the cats and put them through their tricks?
Why, sure. Why not?
Well, that's all right with me, Abner. But that's pretty risky, you know.
Well, I don't know what's so risky about learning some cats a few tricks. I'll learn them how to shake hands with me and roll over and play dead and all that stuff.
Well, what I want you to work on is something more on the order of training one of them to let you put your head in his mouth.
Yes, that makes a nice trick.
Well, it'd be nice, all right, but I don't believe their mouth is big enough for that, Squire.
Oh, I don't know, Abner. both lions and tigers have rather tremendous-sized mouths.
Highly tremendous.
Yeah, but I don't... Hey, lions and tigers.
Fine.
You never said nothing about lions and tigers, Squire. You said cats.
Well, Abner, in the parlance of the circus, tigers and lions are always referred to as cats, you know. I thought you knew it.
This all he is to this outfit?
Now, listen, Squire, I ain't getting in no cage.
Oh, my stars, Lum, you're out of sight.
Dennis, I wouldn't get out in front of nobody with a get-up like this on.
Oh, that's rich.
Turn around, Lum. Let us get a good look at you there.
Swan Lum, you look like a jaybird in that outfit. Your legs look like two ropes with knots tied in them. Look about 8 foot tall.
Be dad blamed if I'm going to wear it.
Why, Lum, you'll be a sensation. Now, Abner here is going to be the animal trainer. Get right in the cage with the lions, and you can be the trapeze performer in the main tent and the slim man in the sideshow. Yes, sir, men, we're all set.
Well, are the old fellows getting deeper into the circus business than they bargained for?
Well, now, let's see what's going on down Pine Ridge. Well, Abner looks like a cinch for the job of lion tamer in the circus. And as we look in on the little community today, we find Lum in the big top, hard at work practicing his act, that of being the man on the flying trapeze. Squire is just entering. Listen.
How's this looking, Squire?
Lum, you can't learn how to be a high trapeze performer unless you get that swing up higher off the ground and that.
Well, I'd rather learn how down closer to the ground this way. I get sort of dizzy-headed when I get up high.
Well, that's the reason you ought to practice up high then. Anybody can just sit down on that bar and swing back and forth close to the ground that way.
Oh, you don't think folks would enjoy seeing me do this, huh?
Why, of course not. There's no trick to that, Lum. Any 10-year-old child could do that. You're supposed to be a high trapeze performer.
Yeah, don't you reckon we could start something new and have a low trapeze performer?
No, Lum. You're going to have to jump off of one swing and turn a flip-flop and catch another swing and hold on by your teeth and all such as that, Lum.
Squire, you better get somebody else for that job.
Oh, tut, Lum. Why, there's nothing to be afraid of. You'll catch on to it in a few days. Anyway, you'll have that big net on you, so if you do happen to fall, it can't hurt you any.
Oh, I ain't scared. Heavens, no. It's just, well, that's the trouble right there. I don't stop to think about the dangers. I always was a terrible hand for taking chances. What I'm scared of is I might get up there and start doing a batch of stunts and flip-flops and all that, and the crowd get to slapping their hands and egging me on, and I'd pull such dangerous stunts that the women folks out in the audience would go into hysterics and faint and stuff like that.
Yes, well, let's pull the swing up a little bit higher and see you try a few stunts then, Lum. Hang by your knees and anything like that.
No, I tell you, Squire, I about made up my mind we better get somebody else to do this trapeze.
Well, Lum, we can hire lots of fellas to do it, but I was just trying to get by on as little expense as we could, you know. I hired a fella this morning to help us. I guess I could let him do that as far as that goes. He says he's done trapeze work, but I just had so many other things for him to do that I don't believe he'll have time.
Well, I can just trade jobs with him then.
Well, I'm afraid you couldn't do all the things that he's supposed to do, Lum.
I'd do anything rather than to get up there on top of this tent without nothing but a little swing to hold on to.
Well, if you want to take over his job, why, it's all right with me, Lum.
Good. Now, what all is he supposed to do?
Well, he's a sword swallower. That's one of his stunts.
A sword swallower?
Yes, that doesn't take up much time, though, Lum. I guess he could still tend to that.
Oh, sure he could. I don't believe I could swallow one of them things.
No, I wouldn't want you to try it, Lum.
It oughtn't to take him no time at all to run in the sideshow there and swallow 2 or 3 swords.
No, I was just thinking, though, he wouldn't have time to... Well, Lum, you'll have to do his tricks with the elephants. That's all there is to it.
With the elephants?
Yes, he wouldn't have time for that if he's going to be the trapeze performer.
Them elephants ain't bad about biting a fella, are they?
Goodness, no, Lum, elephants won't bite. As long as I was in the circus business, Lum, I never heard of anybody being bitten by an elephant.
Good. Well, I believe you're talking about something there I can do, all right. I've always wanted to ride an elephant. Wait a minute. They don't buck like a horse, do they?
No, Lum. And it's quite an honor, too, you know. You'd lead the parade, set up there on the elephant with a big crown on your head and a fancy uniform with gold braid all over.
It's sort of a king, huh?
Well, yes, that's what you're supposed to represent, Lum.
Good. Well, why in the world didn't you make mention of this job sooner? Granny, I can tell you already, I'll take it, Squire.
Well,
are you going to have one of them house-looking things sitting up there on top of him for me to ride in?
yes, you ride in a hoot owl, Lum.
Hoot owl?
Yeah, a hoot owl, Lum.
Oh.
And you'll be propped up there with satin fellas, you know, and have a couple of fellas walking along beside you representing slaves.
Slaves, huh?
Yes, they'll be carrying big fans made of peacock feathers to fan you with while you're riding along.
Yeah, I'm liable to get hot sitting up there. You know, I always felt like I was cut out for the circus, but I never knowed till now what department I ought to go into.
Well, if you want the job, Lum, I'll tell this other fella that you'll take over the elephant act and he can do the trapeze performance.
Yeah, tell him that.
Yes.
If he tries to argue with you about it, just tell him one of the circus owners is going to look after the elephants himself, personal. You tell him that.
Well, I don't think I'll have any trouble with him, Lum. He asked for the trapeze job this morning, and I told him I'd already promised it to you, so I know he'll be glad to make the change.
He must be crazy. Imagine. How could anybody in their right mind rather have a job swinging on them trapezes up there in the top of the tent than to ride an elephant in the parade and have himself dressed up like a king? King-Eddard. How does that sound, Squire?
Well, now, Lum, there's more to this elephant act than just riding in the parade, you know. You also put on some tricks here in the tent during the main show.
They do, huh?
Yes, that'll be the feature of the show. We'll have the trumpets blow a big fanfare, and then you come riding one elephant with the other one following along behind you.
Yeah, that's the time.
Then I'll get up and make a speech about you, and we'll have to have a good name for you, too.
Yeah, what about King-Eddard? That ought to be a good name.
Yes, King Edward's and his elephant. Then you put them through the tricks.
Hot dog. Grannies, I can't hardly wait, Squire. Don't you reckon I better be riding that elephant around a little bit to sort of get used to him, gentle him up a little?
Well, it probably wouldn't hurt anything. Yes, Lum.
If I could get them slaves to go with me, I'd just love to sort of march down by the barber shop and give them smart alecks down their eye full. Love to see the expression on their faces. Their eyes would bug out like a bunch of tromped-on toad frogs.
Yes, but now, if I were you, Lum, I don't believe I'd be riding around town that way. It'll spoil the show, you know. And besides, you'll have to be practicing your tricks with the elephant anyway.
Yeah, what about them tricks now?
Well, when you get in the ring out there in the middle, Lum, why...
Wait a minute, here comes Abner. Oh, Belgy, he'll throw a jellious fit whenever he hears I'm going to be king of the circus and ride a elephant with them slaves walking along fanning me with a big peacock feather.
I'm glad he came over here just now, too. Maybe you can help me, Lum. I'm having a little trouble getting Abner to be the lion tamer.
Well, sure, I'll be proud to help you talk him into it. But recollect now, you've done promised me I could do the elephant act.
Oh, yes, that's your job, yeah.
Now, if he wants it, you tell him you think I'd be a heap better at it.
Well, howdy, man.
Oh, hello, Abner.
Oh, hello, Abner.
Where about you been all day?
Well, I come by the store looking for you, Lum. Grandpappy Spear said you'd over here.
Yeah, I had to hire Grandpap to run the store for us. I'm going to spend all of my time with the circus now, Abner.
Yes, and, Abner, what have you decided to do about training the cats?
Well, to tell you the truth, Squire, I sort of lost interest in that when I found out them cats was lions and tigers. I thought you was talking about house cats.
Well, Abner, it ain't going to be no trick to train them lions.
No, in fact, Abner, they're already trained. All we need is somebody to go in the cage there with them and put them through their tricks.
Why, sure, there ain't nothing to it.
Yeah, that's the part right there I don't like, that's going into the cage with them. They might be trained, but I ain't. Squire was down there yesterday talking about wanting me to put my head in one of them tigers' mouths.
In his mouth?
Oh, well, that won't be hard to do, Abner. It's no trouble to get your head in a tiger's mouth.
I know. I ain't worried about getting it in there. Getting it out's what I'm worried about.
Oh, well, he ain't gonna bite you, Abner. That don't happen once in a lifetime.
That's just the trouble. Once is all that can happen. No, sir.
What you've got to do is go in there and look 'em right in the eye and let 'em know you ain't afeard of 'em.
Lum, I couldn't look no lion or tiger in the eye and ever make him believe any such thing as that. They'd know it weren't so the minute I walked in that cage.
Well, I believe I'll go see that fellow about the trapeze performance. You talk to Abner now and see if you can't persuade him to change his mind about training the cat.
Yeah, all right, Squire. So long.
Cat?
Pal.
I wish he'd start calling them things by their right name. He almost got me in an awful fix there.
Now, Abner, you're just holding up the whole circus is what you're doing. Just over your stubbornness. Varieties of being feared of animals that way.
Well, why don't you train them yourself if you're so brave?
Well, I would, but this being king's going to take up all my time.
Being king? King of what?
King of the circus.
Huh?
Well, now, Abner, I hate to tell you this. I know you're going to be disappointed. Something wonderful.
Well, what is it?
Now, I promise you won't be mad at me.
All right, but what about this king of the circus business?
Well, that's it.
What?
Squire's done give me the job of putting the elephants through their tricks. Natural, a fellow that does that's king of the circus.
Oh, that.
And there ain't no use for you to ask for him to do it, 'cause he's done promised it to me.
Well, you don't need to worry about that. He tried to get me to take that job yesterday.
He did.
Why, sure, I told him I never wanted it.
Never wanted it. Now, wait a
No,
minute.
sir, not me. I don't want no elephant laying down on me.
Abner, what was that you said about an elephant laying down on you?
That's one of the tricks you've got to do, King.
Huh?
You've got to let that elephant pick you up in his trunk, wave you around the air a few minutes.
Oh, no.
Then he puts you down on the ground and lays down on top of
No.
it. No, sir, King, you can have that job. I don't want no part of it. What? Lum, what's the matter?
Abner, you better get them peacock feathers and start fanning me. I feel like I'm going to faint.
What does the king think about his job now? Is there a possible abdication in the offing? And now let's see what's going on down in Pine Ridge. Well, in order to cut down expenses in the circus, Squire Skimp has been trying to persuade Lum to take over the job of putting the elephants through their tricks. And he has picked Abner to train the lions and tigers. As we look in on the little community today, we find Squire over in the sideshow tent. Listen.
Well, come in, Lum. Come in.
Howdy, Squire.
I've been hoping you'd drop over, Lum. Want to talk to you and find out what you decided to do about that job of taking charge of the elephant.
Oh, well, I don't know hardly, Squire. I've been sort of turning it over in my head. That part about being called king and sitting up there on top of the elephant in the parade with a big crown on my head and having them slaves fan me, that sounds awful good.
Oh, yes, indeed, Lum. It's a great honor to hold that job, you know. You'd be about the most looked up to man in the whole circus.
But on the other hand, that trick they do there where one of the elephants picks me up in his trunk and waves me around his head 3 or 4 times and then lays me down on the ground and then lays down on top of me, that don't sound so good.
Oh, well, that's nothing, Lum. I wouldn't worry about that for a minute.
Well, natural, you wouldn't worry, as long as it's me that the elephant is laying down on.
What I mean is, Lum, that there's no cause for you to worry either. See, that elephant is trained. He won't hurt you any at all when he lays down on you that way.
Listen, Squire, anytime something as big as an elephant lays down on you, it's going to hurt, whether he's trained or not.
Well, Lum, see, they don't let all of their weight down on you. It looks like it to the people watching the show, but the elephant is trained to leave enough room under himself so that he won't mash you at all.
Yeah, I know they're supposed to, but they're awful sleepy-looking critters. Be about my luck to get under there someday when he was tarred, and about the time I got down under him, he'd decide to just stretch out and go to sleep.
Well, of course, Lum, if you're afraid to do it, well, there's no use for me to try to talk you into it. But now you ought to make up your mind. If you're not going to work with the elephants, then you'd better be practicing on the High Trapeze Act. I want to have this circus all ready to open just as soon as we can.
You mean if I don't take charge of the elephants, you want me to work on that trapeze, huh?
Well, it looks like you'll have to, Lum. That's about the only job left, and I want you to have some part in the circus.
Yeah, how would it be if we just left out that trick about the elephant laying down on me? I believe I could talk myself into doing the rest of the thing.
No, Lum, we couldn't think about that. That'll be one of the high spots in the show. See, a circus just wouldn't be a circus unless they had the elephant lay down on somebody.
Yeah, reckon who it was that never had no more sense than to start that trick in the first place.
I don't know, Lum. They've been doing it ever since the first circus I ever saw. That's always one of their main tricks.
Don't reckon we could dig a sort of a trench in the ground so I can get down in there while the elephant's laying down on me, do you?
Well, I'm afraid the audience could tell then that you weren't taking a chance. See, if there's no danger in the trick, why, the audience won't be interested at all.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, yes, indeed.
I reckon what it is about folks that makes them want to see somebody risk their life. Looks like they ain't satisfied to have somebody dressed up like a king riding the elephant around. They gotta have the elephant laying down on top of him, too.
Yes, it's human nature, I guess, Lum.
Like that trapeze. Now, I wouldn't mind cutting up all sorts of cadidos if they'd let me have the trapeze down close to the ground. But they ain't satisfied with that. They want me to get clean up there in the top of the tent to do it, so as if I fall out, I'll break my neck.
Yes, well, see, that's the thrill they get out of coming to the circus, Lum.
Well, I can understand how they'd enjoy seeing some folks take them chances. Somebody they got a grudge against, somebody they'd love to see get hurt anyway, but just a out-and-out stranger like me sit up there and take a chance on falling and hurting yourselves, I just can't understand it.
Yes, well, that's the circus business for you, Lum.
Yeah. Me and Abner ought to stayed in the store business, I reckon.
Oh, now, Lum, it's too late for that now. I've already invested $50 for you this morning.
Yeah, well, $50?
Yes.
Squire, you ain't bought no more animals to feed.
No, I haven't, Lum, but I bought something else that's just as important to a circus as animals are. Come over here. I want to show you something.
Oh, yeah. I seen that thing sitting there when I come in. I wondered what it was.
Well, we just had to have one of these for the parade, Lum.
Yeah, but what is it?
Well, it's what you'd call a steam calliope, but it isn't run by steam like most of them. This one here, all you got to do is just turn this crank here, sort of like a grind organ.
Well, I do know.
Here, I'll show you how it works. See, you just turn the crank here. That's it.
Well, I do know.
Ain't that a dandy?
Come along with me, Lucille, in my merry Oldsmobile. Down the road of life we'll fly, all bubbling you and I.
Ain't that a dandy, Lum?
Granny, that's all right. You know, that wouldn't be a bad idea if we had a Oldsmobile to ride around in the circus with.
No, that'd be the classiest thing in the world, Lum.
Be sure to get there, too.
Oh, yes. We can find a thing at all.
Now, that's all right, you know.
Oh, yes, this is a dandy, Lum.
Now it's beginning to sound like a circus, all right.
Well, it just isn't a circus without a calliope. Brings back old memories to me, Lum, to hear one of those play, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, I'd love to have the job of turning that crank. Now, there's something I don't believe there's any danger in.
Well, the only thing, Lum, I promised Abner this morning that he could look after playing the calliope.
Abner?
Yes.
He don't know nothing about music. You might know he'd get all the easy jobs, things there ain't no danger in.
Well, now, I wouldn't say that, Lum. He's got one job that isn't going to be so easy, being the lion tamer.
Lion tamer?
Yes.
Listen, Squire, you ain't never going to talk him into doing that. I can tell you that right now. I could tell that when I was trying to talk him into it.
Well, it's all settled, Lum. He came down here this morning and told me he had decided to take the job.
Abner did?
Yes.
You mean he's going right in the cage with them lions and tigers?
That's what he said. Him and Cedric's been back there all morning. I guess Abner's staying around them cats all he can, you know, so they'll have a chance to get used to him, you know.
Granny, let's go back there, Squire. I better have a talk with Abner before he goes in that cage with them animals. I'm feared I might have had some bearing on him making up his mind to do this. Might have egged him into it.
Well, I suppose you helped talk him into it all right, yes, Lum, but he seemed very well pleased with the idea this morning.
Now, I don't know where you ought to do that or not. That's awful dangerous business.
Well, here, now, Lum, don't you come back here and try to talk him out of it just as I've got it all settled.
Yeah, but I don't want to see Abner get hurt, neither.
Oh, there he is right there now, him or Cedric.
Yeah, well, I'm glad he ain't gone inside the cage yet.
Yeah, howdy, man. Come on back. I know that I've got these lions just as tame as house cats.
Yeah, I wouldn't get too close to that cage there, Abner.
Too close to it? Oh, I'm going in it.
No, you ain't neither. Now, you stay out of there.
Oh, Lum, there ain't nothing to this taming lions after a feller catches on to how it's dead.
Well, now, Abner, you better think twice before you go in there. Recollect, you've got a family dependence on you. Elizabeth and little Pearl and a son-in-law.
Oh, well, I ain't gonna get hurt.
Oh, no, Mama, don't worry about that. Mr. Abner ain't gonna get hurt at all.
Well, Abner, I'm glad to see you with so much confidence. In fact, you seem to have more confidence than most fellas I know who've been training cats for years. But that's what it takes, you know. Don't ever let them know what you're afraid of them.
Well, it's all right now, Mr. Abner, if you're ready to go in there.
All right, Cedric. Believe I'll just step inside and see how old Nero likes it in there.
Well, he don't think much of you. I can tell the way he's looking at you. He's watching you just like a hawk.
Yes, I believe he's drawing his feet back under him there, Abner, like he might be getting ready to spring at you.
Yeah, Abner, keep back now.
Oh, prattle.
Abner, I ain't gonna let you do this. Now, he'll mangle
Oh,
you.
fiddly-dee. Step aside, man.
Abner, don't come back before it's too late now.
Dog is how's that? I'm right in here with him, ain't I?
Abner, you idiot, get out of there. Oh, me, I can't stand to watch this.
Hold on, now let him go. We've got to have somebody to put these lions and tigers through their tricks.
Abner, if you don't get out of there right now, I'm coming in after you. Get out of there right now. That lion's liable to jump on you and tear you to pieces any minute.
No, he ain't. He can't get to me.
Well, I don't know what's to keep him from it. All he's got to do is just jump on you. Oh, no, Mom, he can't do that, Mr. Lum.
Hush up, Cedric.
Well, I don't know why he can't. Abner, get out of there. Well, see, Mr. Lum, he can't because we got a plate glass partition in there twixt Mr. Abner and the lion.
Oh, Cedric, what'd you have to tell him for?
What'd you say, got a glass what?
Yeah, well, come on over here and I'll show you.
See there, that glass partition goes clean across there.
Now, let me see that.
You know, body can't see it unless he gets right up there close to the cage and looks real hard. See there? Well, I'll be dead blamed.
Hi, doggies, ain't that a slick stump?
Now, if that don't beat the bugs of fighting.
Abner, that's the neatest trick I've ever seen in show business. Very clever indeed, yes.
Oh, swan do goodness, Abner. Well, sir, now, if I could figure out something like that on that elephant deal, I grannies we'd have this thing all settled.
Yeah, I thought this up all by myself, and then Cedric helped me put it in here.
Well, a feller'd never know it was there unless he got right up again the cage here.
Yeah, well, we can handle that for all right, Lum. You see, when Abner gets in the cage to put the cats through their tricks, why, the cage will be clear out in the middle of the tent there. Won't be anybody within 50 feet of
Look,
him.
Mr. Abner, better not to get too close to that glass there. He might jump.
Look out, Abner. Abner, look out. He's switching his tail there, Abner. That's a bad sign. Look out.
Look out there,
Get
Abner. Look out.
Look out.
Well, it looks like old Nero saw through Abner's little trick. I wonder if the fearless lion tamer will get out of this in one piece. Now let's see what's going on down in Pine Ridge. Well, Abner's lion taming act didn't turn out so well when the lion broke the glass partition Abner had put in the cage. And now, as we look in on the little community today, we find Lum in the Jot 'em Down store. Abner, wrapped in bandages, is just entering. Listen.
Come in. What can I do? Oh, my goodness alive. Is that you, Abner?
Yeah, this is me, I think.
Never hardly knowed you with all them bandages on. You must have been hurt by that lion yesterday worse than I figured you would.
Oh, I don't think I'm hurt so bad, Lum. Elizabeth just wrapped all these bandages around on me. Said she's afeard some of the places might get inflected.
Well, she's more than likely right, too. That old lion scratched you up pretty good.
Yeah, he plays rough, I'll admit that. Of course, to be honest, I ain't sure he scratched me at all.
He never. Well, how'd you get hurt then?
Well, I think it's that glass partition in there that broke. That done all the scratching.
Well, now, come to think of it, that lion looked about as scared as you did. When he hit that glass, I never seen such a surprised look on a critter's face in my life.
Well, personal, I don't recollect just how he did look.
Well, you had your eyes closed. You couldn't have saw nothing.
There weren't a whole lot I wanted to see at that time, except the outside of that cage.
You know, I don't believe that was a very good idea in the first place, putting that glass partition in the lion's cage.
No, it ought to have been made out of iron or something like that. I never thought about that critter jumping through it.
It's a good thing we got you out of there when we did. That's all I got to say.
Oh, yeah. Lum, I just don't see how I'm ever going to get up enough nerve to go back in that cage again.
Well, I don't blame you a bit, Abner. Just twixt me and you, I'm sort of scared to do a lot of them stunts Squire's been trying to get me to do. Swinging around in that trapeze clean up at the top of the tent, for instance.
Oh, yeah. And I'd be scared just to go out there in that costume you're supposed to wear. Feller'd be bound to get in at least one fight in that kind of a get-up, Lum.
Yeah, me and you just ain't cut out for this kind of work, Abner.
No, I don't beware, now that you mention it.
And Granny, Squire might not have had me talked into laying down under that elephant. I'd have been flatter than a pancake again that big varmint set down on me.
Yeah. Well, of course, the reason Squire's wanting us to do them things was to save expenses.
Yeah, I know that.
And I reckon expenses is one thing we've got to save on. We sure ain't making no money out of the circus. Just sitting over there with the animals gobbling up all that feed every day.
Yeah, you're sure right about that. That's the reason Squire wants us to be performers. But you notice he ain't taking no chances being ate up by no animals or nothing dangerous.
Oh, no.
He's figuring on being ringmaster and head barker.
Barker?
Yeah, barking out in front.
What's he going to do that for?
Well, to get folks to come inside the tent.
Well, I don't see how that'll get them to come inside the tent. Looks to me like that'd run them off. That's the way old Blue, that hound dog of mine, runs folks off our place there, barking at them.
Well, this is different.
It sure is. Having a man barking, why, folks will think he's got the hydrophobia.
Abner, it ain't that kind of barking. He ain't gonna bark like no dog.
What's he gonna bark like?
He ain't gonna bark like nothing. He's just gonna stand up on the platform out there and give the folks a big talk about what we've got on the inside of the tent.
Oh, gonna make a speech, huh?
Yeah, that's what it is, sure.
Ain't gonna bark at all.
No, that's just what they call it in the circus business.
Oh, you mean like Squire calling them lions and tigers cats all the time?
Yeah. Like he's calling the hay for the horses cornflakes the other day.
Yeah, now, I wondered about that. He told me to get some cornflakes, so I fixed him up a little bowl of it with cream and sugar, but got to looking so good I ate it myself.
Well, he just meant hay.
Yeah, well, I reckon I'll just have to catch on to that lingo as long as we're in the business now.
Well, I ain't so sure we're in it, Abner.
Huh?
There ain't no use talking. We can't go out there and do them stunts ourselves.
No, that's right. I forgot about that. I don't want to get clawed to pieces, I know that.
Yeah, we just got to talk Squire out of that idea some way.
Yeah.
Maybe we can get him to hire some regular performers and animal trainers to do all that.
Well, how can we afford it, Lum?
I don't know. We got to do it some way, though. Anyway, that's Squire's problem. We hired him to manage this circus, you know.
Yeah, and maybe we made a mistake there, too, Lum. He's kind of a hard man to deal with. Dog as he can talk you into something before you know what's happened.
Yeah, well, we've got to get him to let us out of them jobs. That's all there are to it. I don't mind telling you, I'd die of fright before we got halfway through one performance.
Yeah, I know just how you feel. I've been getting awful nervous and upset here lately. You know how high-strung I am.
Yeah, well, he figured out a way to spend $50 for that calliope he bought, so maybe he can figure out a way to hire some other fellers.
Well, I know how he figured out how to get that $50. He got it from us. Claimed it was a capital invest or something.
Yeah, that's right, ain't it?
Yes, sir.
Well, anyway, if he don't get somebody else to swing in that trapeze and crawl under the elephants, I'm getting out of the circus business right now.
Now, Doggy, wait a minute. Yonder comes Squire now, Lum. Let's talk to him about it before we get any deeper into this thing.
Yeah, we'll have a showdown with him and get this settled once and for all.
Yes, sir.
We ain't gonna do them things, and that's final.
Yes, sir. That is final.
We'll tell him.
Yes, sir.
You back me up.
Yes, sir.
Find out.
Well, good morning, gentlemen.
Yeah, howdy, Squire.
Great Scott, Abner. Did you get scratched up that badly yesterday?
Oh, no. Elizabeth done this.
Oh, little domestic quarrel, huh? That's too bad. What'd she hit you with?
Oh, I never meant that. I mean, she bandaged me up this way, said I might get inflected.
Oh, I see. Men, I think we'd better have a little business meeting in regard to our circus.
Well, that's fine, Squire, because there's a couple of things me and Abner want to take up with you.
Yes, sir, and that's final.
Hush up, Abner.
What'd you say, Abner?
He never said nothing. Squire, me and Abner's been thinking over this circus deal, and we...
Well, I have too, Lum, and I've come to the conclusion that it's high time we arranged for an opening somewhere and got this circus underway. And the quicker the better. We're not making any money this way.
Well, no, we ain't. We were saying that ourselves just now, but what we
Now,
want...
I think we can get us a date at the county seat.
A date? You better count me out of that right now. Elizabeth ever heard anything like that, I'd have to be bandaged up a heap more than I am now.
Yeah, we better stick to business, Squire.
Well, Lum...
To be honest, I'm a little surprised at you, Squire.
Lum, a date means an engagement.
No, not always.
It generally leads to that, though. Don't get mixed up in anything like that, Mom.
An engagement to play the circus is what I mean.
Oh, I see. Sure, yeah.
However, now, we've got a big problem, and that is how to move the circus in there. We haven't got any trucks to pull the wagons.
Granny, that's right, ain't it?
Mom's got that trailer hidden. No, ain't got no way to pull that, neither.
Now, that's our major problem right at the moment, men.
Well, there's a problem we got, too.
Do you think we might make a deal with Walt Base to loan us or rent us some of his logging trucks?
Well, I don't know.
I think things are rather slow over there at the sawmill right now. Why don't you talk to him, Lum?
Well, why don't you talk to him? You're the manager of the circus.
Well, I just thought maybe you'd like to handle it yourself, Lum. Being one of the owners and all, I don't like to go over your head on these deals.
Well...
And now if that's taken care of, there's another matter I'd like to discuss with you men.
Well, wait a minute, Squire. Even if we can get Walt's logging trucks, I ain't so sure they can do the whole job. What about the giraffe and the elephants? Get 2 elephants on a truck and there wouldn't be room for the driver, hardly.
Oh, well, the elephants will move themselves, Lum.
You mean drive the trucks ourselves?
No, Abner, of course he don't. Who ever heard of an elephant driving a truck?
I don't know. That'd sure be a funny sight. See him sitting up there in the front seat driving that way.
That's ridiculous.
You know, when he wanted to turn a corner, he could just signal by sticking that trunk out to one side, not have to take his hands off the wheel. Or his paws. Or hoofs. Or what do you call the elephant's feet?
Well, don't matter what they call Abner. Now, Squire, what
I
we...
bound you them policemen in there at the county, so he'd think twice before they'd run out and bawl him out for not stopping at one of them stoplights.
Abner, will you hash that up? We're trying to talk business here.
Yes. Now, that other matter I wanted to discuss was in regard to the animal training and trapeze job that you men were going to handle.
Well, now, that's just what we wanted to talk about, too.
Yes, sir.
And before we start moving this circus anyplace, we want to get that settled once and for all.
And that's final.
Yes, well, I know how you feel about that, men, but I'm afraid I'm going to have to go against your wishes on that score.
Well, now, wait a minute, Squire.
I'm sure that you men recognize the danger connected with those jobs.
Oh, well, we ain't worried about the danger.
No, of course not.
We ain't scared to do nothing, far as that goes.
Run me in a cage with 16 lines. I don't care.
Now, here's the way we feel about it.
Lum, I know how you feel about it, but I'm afraid I'm going to have to give you the bad news on that.
Now, just a second, Squire.
I don't want to have any hard feelings over this, men, but I've gone ahead and hired some other men for those jobs.
Huh? You mean we don't have to, you've hired some other fellers, huh?
Yes, now, don't take this too hard, Lum. I know it's a great disappointment to you men, But after watching you try to, after thinking it over and in view of the relative short time before we open, I thought our best bet would be to get some professional corny folks in here.
Well, Squire, this is a great disappointment to me and Abner, but
I know it, Lum.
Personal, I'm willing to forget myself and put the circus ahead of everything.
Yeah, that's just the way I feel about it. Just exactly. And that's final.
Well, that's settled. But now, what about the arrangement to move the circus? And where's the money coming from to pay the performers Squire has hired?
And now let's see what's going on down in Pine Ridge. Well, manager Squire Skimp arranged to open the circus at the county seat. And as we look in on the little community today, we find the whole troupe has arrived in that town. Lum and Abner are pretty worn out helping unload the trucks. Listen.
Oh, Granny's Abner, let me sit down on that trunk. More to a frazzle. Or to a frazzle.
Well, now, we can't sit down now, Lum. Squire says we got to help them roustabouts, or whatever he calls them, put up the tent.
I just can't do it, Abner. I've got to get some rest. I never realized before what hard work it is being the owner of a circus.
Well, come on now. We better get over there and start helping them.
Well, now, just wait a minute. Hold your horses. Let me get my breath.
Lum, Squire says we got to work fast if we want the show ready to put on by this afternoon.
Well, let him work fast. He's supposed to be the manager, you know. I never loaded and unloaded so many cages and trunks in all my life.
No, there was a lot of them.
Abner, I ain't so sure this circus business is such a good idea or not. Maybe we ought to get out of it right now before we lose all our money in it.
Oh, Lum, we don't want to get out of it. I sort of like it. It's kind of fun.
It's kind of expensive fun, looks to me like.
I just love this idea of traveling around with the circus. Going all over the country,
Well,
seeing
now,
everything.
wait a minute, Abner. We're going to travel with them.
Huh?
We can't do that. We've got the store to think about.
Well, Grandpappy Spears is running that, I thought.
Well, I just got him for a couple of days. He can't hold that job down for very long. He'd bankrupt us.
Oh, he would.
Well, we've got to get back there. I just thought we ought to come along on this trip to the county seat because this is the grand opening of our circus.
Lum, we was talking the other day about going along with the circus.
Well, I never knowed how much work there was to it then. I couldn't stand up under this, no ways.
Well, it might get easier as we go along, maybe.
No, we ain't circus workers, and we might just as well admit to it right now. Just ain't cut out for it.
We're circus owners.
Well, that's different. You don't have to know nothing about a business to own it. We've got Squire to run it for us. That's what we hired him for, ain't it?
Well, yeah, but...
All right, then. It's back to Pine Ridge and the Jot 'em Down store for us. Leastways it is for me. I'm done with the sawdust life. I can tell you that right now.
Oh, there you are, Lum. I was just looking for you.
Yeah, well, we'll get out there and get to work, Squire. Just wanted to rest a few minutes.
Oh, tut, that's all right. I just want to tell you the good news.
Good news.
Yes, after tonight's performance, we're pulling up stakes and moving on to Cherry Hill.
Well, that's fine, but as far as I'm
We play
concerned...
Cherry Hill tomorrow and then Mount Ida on Friday. It's going to keep us hopping, but that's what we circus folks like. Yes, indeed. Well, it looks like we're on our way, Lum.
Well, Squire, that's good news, all right, but far as me traveling along with the circus, that's out.
Now, what do you mean, Lum?
Well, I just can't do it, Squire. I've got to watch the store and everything. You can never handle everything all right, can't you?
Well, Lum, this is a pretty big undertaking, you know. I'm going to need all the help I can get. And we can't afford to hire anybody else right now. I'm going to limit on hiring acts and one thing and another. In fact, I just hired a new horse act.
I thought you said last night we wasn't going to get no more acts.
Yes, well,
We're going to go broke before we get to Mount Ida, or Cherry Hill even.
Yes, well, Lum, this seemed like a rather impressive act. It should be a big drawing card.
Is it a talking horse, Squire?
Well, we better not take him on right now, Squire. Just
No.
go along with what we've got.
But, Lum, I've already signed them up.
Well, unsign them then, or do something. Where's that grub wagon or whatever you call it? I'm going to get some more breakfast. Maybe that'll revive up my strength.
It's over there by the calliope, Lum.
Yeah, I'll find it.
What's the matter with him, Abner? Doesn't seem in a very good humor this morning.
Well, he just wore out from working so hard, I think.
Well, I guess we've all had our shoulder to the wheel pretty strenuously this morning. But is Lum serious about not traveling with the show?
That's what he claims. Says that we just ain't cut out for such as this.
Oh, pish posh. We'll have plenty of things to do before this is over. And he might change his mind about that, too, Abner.
I don't know. I believe his head's set, Squire. Again, he gets that away. It's just like arguing with the stump on fire to try to change his mind.
Well, we need him, though, Abner. And we need that act that he wants me to cancel,
Mr. Squire.
What is it, Cedric, my boy?
There's a woman over here that says she wants to see you. Says her name is Nerzino or something.
Oh, that must be Zenora, yes.
Who?
Zenora, the bareback rider with the horse act I was telling you, Lum, about. Rather attractive woman.
Yeah, boy.
Tell her I'll be right over and talk to her, Cedric.
Yes, Mom. Sure will. Yes, Mom.
And, Abner, you better get out there and see if those roustabouts are getting up that tent. And when you see Lum, don't mention that I'm not canceling that act either.
Well, he'll see it in the show this afternoon, Squire.
Well, yes, but it'll be too late then. You better get going now, Abner. We want to make this the biggest grand opening any circus ever had. Well, by George, we did it, Abner. We gave him a grand opening this town isn't going to forget very soon.
Yeah, we sure packed them in. I believe they liked the show, too.
Oh, they loved it. It was a panic.
Oh, I know I sure enjoyed it. Boy.
Yeah, where was you sitting, Cedric? I never seen you nowhere.
Oh, I was sitting around different places. Sat there with the band for a while.
Oh, Cedric, that's something I want to talk to you about.
Mom.
When the sideshow's over, you don't have to stay out there in your wild man's cage, but I don't think you should wander around the main tent loose.
Well, I weren't doing no harm, Mr. Squire. Weren't bothering nobody.
Well, that's the whole trouble right there, Cedric. If the customers see the wild man from Borneo walking around inside the tent, eating popcorn and cotton candy like everybody else, they're going to start thinking you aren't wild at all.
Oh, I keep forgetting I'm wild, though.
They're liable to think you're a fake, even.
Oh, gosh, I wouldn't want that to happen.
Well, all right. Just try to remember that, Cedric.
Yes, Mom.
And whatever you do, don't play with that yo-yo anymore.
Oh, yes, Mom. No, Mom.
And if you want to see the circus, put on a clown suit or something like that so they won't recognize you, Cedric.
Yes, Mom. Here, Mr. Squire, you want the rest of my cotton candy?
No, I don't.
Well, you can have it if you want it. I'm sick of it. I got it in my hair and everything else.
Well, I don't wonder you've been eating it steadily all day long.
Hands is all red from it.
Yes, I know, Cedric. Have to get you a loon if you keep eating that stuff all the time.
I got it worked up in a little bitty ball for you.
Yes, get it away from me, Cedric. I don't like it. Now, where's Lum? I haven't seen him since the show's over. Matter of fact, I don't remember seeing him during the show.
Well, he was sitting there within one of them box seats. Whilst I don't think he'll admit it, I believe he enjoyed it something wonderful.
What'd he say when the bareback riding act came on, Abner?
Oh, he's pretty mad about that. Said he had a good mind to fire you.
He did, huh? What else did he say?
Oh, that's about all.
Wish I'd quit eating this stuff.
Mumbled to himself a little bit more and then never said another word during the whole act. He was sulking, I reckon.
Yes, well, I hate to go against him anyway, but we needed that act to put the circus over.
I just loved it myself.
Well, if that's the way the Lum took it, I don't suppose we'll have any chance of talking him into traveling with the show.
No, I'm afraid not, Squire. Looks like I'll have to go back to Pine Ridge, too, Dad blame it.
I'll travel with the show, Mr. Squire.
I reckon I better go out and find Lum right now. Try to get him in a good humors again. I suppose he more likely...
Well, we sure put it over today, gentlemen?
Huh? Why, Lum?
Yes, sir, that was as nice a little show as I ever seen in my life.
Yeah, where you been, Lum? I was just going to look for you.
Oh, I've been back there looking over them horses the bareback rider uses. In that new act we got, you know.
Why, yes.
Yeah, there's a fine span of horses as I ever thought eye on.
Yes, well, I'm glad you approved of that act, Lum. I was
Ain't a spur or spavined on them nowhere. Fine horses. Yes,
Lum.
sir. Dandies.
If we're going back to Pine Ridge today, we better get started.
How she can jump from one horse to the other and that away and them a-running is more than I can see.
Cedric, will you watch where you lay that dead, ratted cotton candy? That's the third time I've nearly sat on it.
Excuse me. What'd you say the little lady's name is that rides them horses, Squire?
These are brand new trousers. What'd you say, Lum?
The little lady that rides them horses. What's her name again?
Oh, Zenora, I believe she calls herself.
Yeah, Zenora. Don't see why I can't recollect that. Uncommonly pretty name.
When do you want to head for home, Lum? We ought to get started before it gets too dark, I reckon.
What'd you say, Abner?
What's the matter? Are you losing your hearing? I said, when do you want to start back to Pine Ridge?
Back to Pine Ridge?
Yeah.
Well, we ain't got time to go back to Pine Ridge, silly. We've got to be in Cherry Hill tomorrow.
Huh?
Look, Abner, you might as well get this through your head right now. If we're going to take this circus on the road, you can't expect to go running back home every day.
But you said...
No, you just can't do it, Abner. What do you want to do, make Squire run this whole thing by himself? Let's see, now we play Cherry Hill tomorrow, and then we move on and go to the Mount Ida. Yes, sir, looks like we're going to be on the road with this show a long, long time.
Well, now, what do you suppose made Lum change his mind? It couldn't have been Zenora, could it? And now let's see what's going on down in Pine Ridge. Well, the Edwards and Peabody Circus opened at the county seat yesterday, and today they're scheduled to play Cherry Hill. As we look in on the little community today, we find Lum in the Jot 'em Down store talking to Ben Withers. Listen.
Well, no, Ben, we ain't staying here. We're just going through town on our way to Cherry Hill. We won't be in Pine Ridge more than an hour or so.
Fine.
Squire wanted to stop off at his office and tie up some loose ends or something like that, he said. Abner's gone over to his place to break the news to Elizabeth that we're going to be on the road with the circus for a few weeks, or months, or maybe years, I don't know. We might get to be another Ringling Brothers.
You and Abner?
Yeah.
I didn't even know you and Abner were related.
Well, what I mean is...
Yes. The circus is going to play in Cherry Hill, you say?
Yeah, the trucks has went on ahead. They're more than likely setting up the tent and all right now. And then the next day we move on to Mount Ida.
Oh, I wish I could be with you there. See all my old friends.
Yeah, that would be nice. Why don't you come along, Ben? You'd enjoy seeing the show. We got the most wonderfulest bareback riding act you've ever saw in your whole life. Zenora's her name.
Oh, I'm afraid I couldn't get away, Lum. My police duties tie me down quite highly here, you know.
She jumps from one of them horses to the other and in a dead run. Round and round that ring. You just wouldn't believe it.
Fine.
And she'll stand up on her back on one toe. Oh, it's the beatin'est thing in the world, Ben.
Some days my police duties are lighter than others, but I don't know.
She'll jump down off the horse and cut across the ring and hop right back up there. You just ought to see it.
Right back on the same horse?
Well, yeah, sure.
I don't see what she gained by that.
Well, you see...
Seems to me that if she'd stayed right on the horse, she'd have wound up at the same place.
Well, Ben, she was just doing tricks. You know, like they always do in circuses.
Oh, this was something you saw in a circus?
Well, natural, in our circus.
Fine. Must have been quite spectacular. Who was it who did this?
The little lady I was telling you about, Zenora, Granny's.
Zenora Grandy's?
No, just Zenora. I don't know if she got a last name even. It's a foreign name, I think.
Yes, I thought so. That Grandy's sounds Spanish.
No, that ain't part of her name.
Yes.
Besides, she said she was a Egyptian, I think. Her mama and papa is kings over there, I believe, wherever it's at.
Well, if she's a member of royalty, isn't it a little strange that they'd permit her to travel around with a circus?
Well, she told me she never had to do this for a living. She just loved the circus life so well.
Lots of Spanish people do, I believe.
She's an Egyptian.
Fine. And you say she comes from Cherry Hill?
No, I said that's where the circus is going to play today.
Oh, yes, that'll be nice.
And then tomorrow we play Mount Ida.
Mount Ida?
Yeah, and then, well, I ain't sure, but we'll more than likely play Odin and Ink and Sims and Posey Holler and Octavia and Board Camp and all them big places.
Lum, would you like to have me give you a list of people to look up when you get to Mount Ida?
Well, I'm feared I won't have time to look nobody up, Ben. Busy's we're going to be.
Yes. Well, now there's Ed Stoddard, Mabel Frawley's brother-in-law. I don't think you'd care much for Ed.
Well, I won't have time to see him, no way.
You might say hello to Ed and let it go at that. Of course, you've got to drop in on the Zinkefuses while you're there.
Well, Ben, I
Clarence Zinkefus will never speak to you again as long as you live if you don't go over to his place and meet him.
Yeah, well, I
Whoa! Get Mrs. Zinkefus to boil you a pot of stew. Just tell her that old Ben Withers sent you over there to get a dish of the famous Zinkefus stew.
Well, Ben, we eat right there on the circus grounds. Carry a grub wagon right along with us.
Fine. Oh, I know. You'll certainly want to drop in on Flieger Hornsby. He's in the pumpkin game. Flieger will fix you up with all the pumpkins you can carry away from there.
Yeah, well, that's nice of Flieger, but...
They're green now. But you'll like Flieger. He's about 49 years of age.
Well, there comes Abner down the road. Looks like we're about ready to take off, Ben. Sure been good seeing you again.
Well, wait, I haven't got any of these names written down for you, Lum. Aren't you afraid you might forget them?
Well, if I'm lucky, I might.
Be sure to drop in on Captain Sprugg and see the flat-bottom canoe he invented.
Oh, I can't hardly wait to see that.
Well, we all ready to go, Lum?
Yeah, just quick as Squire gets here.
Oh, well, howdy, Ben.
Fine, thank you. You're just in time, Abner. Lum was asking me for a list of people to look up in Mount Ida. Anybody you want to add to the list, Abner?
No, I don't think so, Ben.
Harold Burgess?
Huh?
Yes, I think that's a good suggestion. You can listen to Harold play the drums. He's worked out 2 or 3 pieces now.
Well.
And he's only 27, you know.
Abner, turn around here. Let me look at you.
Huh?
What's the matter with that hat? Looks way yonder too big for you.
Oh, yeah, I know it is. Elizabeth insisted on giving me a haircut before I left town. Just bound and determined to do it.
Well, you never needed no haircut.
I tried to tell her that, but I don't know, Lum. She just got to feeling kind of romantic, you know, me leaving and all.
Your ears are going to get a little tired holding that hat up, aren't they, Abner?
Yeah, they're a little sore already.
Better take your hat off and rest them.
Yeah, maybe I better. Yeah, it feels better, all right.
Oh, for goodness sake, look at that head. Or she might not peel you, Abner.
Yeah, I know it, Lum. She got to crying about me going with the circus and couldn't half see what she's doing. Mightn't I cut it all off?
For pity's sake.
You give the impression of a picked goose, Abner.
Yeah, I know, Ben. She couldn't find the scissors and used the garden snippers on me. It was awful sad. Her standing there cutting and crying and cutting away on me.
It must have been sad, all right.
Oh, it was.
Catching.
Yes, it was.
Oh, I know. Dill Plebo.
Dill who?
Dill Plebo. You'll certainly want to look Dill up. How'd I ever forget him? Love, when you see Dill, get him to teach you how to count up to 7 in Sioux Indian.
Well, now, look,
Dill's the one that does that, you know. And, oh, can he rattle it all. Washa, Nopa,
Ben.
Zamani, Topa,
Ben.
Zepta, Shaki.
Look, Ben.
Shahadogan.
Ben, let's not go through all that again, please.
Right. You'll catch on to it quickly with Dill teaching you.
Yeah, that's fine, but...
He gets the right inflection to each word.
I'm sure he does, but
Washa, Nopa, Zamani,
Oh, me.
Topa.
Well, come on, man. We
Zepta.
better hit the road.
Oh, yeah, I'm glad you got here, Squire.
Knows the Sioux Indian language like he knows his own mother.
What did you say, Ben?
Fight.
Yes.
Did you get all them loose ends tied up over at your office, Squire?
Yes, Lum, everything's pretty good shape, I think. I think now if I can manage to get back here about once a week, I can take care of my current desk work all right. What about the store here? Is Grandpappy Spears going to run it for you?
Yeah, we made a deal with him. Got Gomer Bates to make the delivers, so that ought to work out pretty good. We oughtn't to lose too much money that way.
So, speaking of money, Lum, do you know anything about a bill from the Ludlow Electric Shop in Little Rock?
Huh?
I got a call from him just now wanting me to confirm an order from our circus for a big electric sign spelling out the name Zenora.
Sounds like a good idea, Squire. Yeah, good for you.
Well, now, wait a minute. I didn't put in the order. And Zenora doesn't have any authority to do a thing like that, so who could it have been?
Yes, who could it have been?
Well, I never done it. This is the first I knowed about it.
Well, come to think of it, I believe I put in that order, seems like.
You believe you did? I don't see how you can be so uncertain over something that costs $500.
$500?
Oh, my star.
Well, Squire, you said yourself that Zenora was practical the star of the whole circus, the head liner, whatever it was.
Well, yes.
You said we needed her act to make a success out of the show. Said she was the main drawing card.
Yes, but Lum, $500, Great Boulder Farm, man. We can't afford anything like that. You ought to know better than that. What's got into you anyway, Lum?
Well, you see, Squire...
Did Zenora get you to do that, Lum?
No, of course not. It was my idea, I think.
She just kind of hinted around, huh?
No, she never. She hardly even talked about it after she brought it up. Or that is, after I... Anyway, the only way we're going to make a big success out of this is to put money in it. Dress it up. Just wait till you see that sign, then you'll change your minds about it.
Well, we're not going to see the sign, Lum.
Huh?
Needless to say, I canceled the order. Told them we wouldn't accept the bill.
Well, here now, Squire, looks to me like you're pretty presumptuous there. Don't forget I'm the owner of this outfit.
Half owner.
All right, half owner.
I fully recognize that, Lum. But you appointed me manager of the circus, so it's my duty to see that we make a profit. And we'll never do it if you go around pulling fool stunts like that.
Fool stunts, huh?
You see, well, here, now, wait a minute, Lum. Where are you going now?
Fine way to run a circus. Get a head lunar act and treat her like she was a dog.
Well, now, listen, Lum, No, me.
Seems upset over something.
Abner, we've got to do something about this situation.
Huh?
If we don't watch that Lum pretty carefully, he's going to spend every cent we take in on that bareback rider. Abner, he's going to bankrupt this circus as sure as the world.
Well, is Lum's infatuation for Zenora as serious a threat to the circus as Squire thinks it is? After all, Washa Nopa zepped $100 is a lot of money to pay for an electric sign. Ugh. And now let's see what's going on down in Pine Ridge. Well, Lum and Abner are now traveling with their circus and had a very successful day at both the county seat and Cherry Hill. Well, today we find them in the little city of Mount Ida. As we look in on the old fellows now, we find Abner and Cedric discussing Lum and Zenora, the bareback rider, with whom Lum has become very fascinated. Listen.
Oh, it's the disgustingest one thing I ever seen, Cedric. She's got old Lum so crazy about her he don't know his right name.
Yes, Bob, he sure is in love. Oh, boy, he's got it bad.
Oh, he don't know where he's in love or not, Cedric.
Oh, I don't know. He sure looks like it. Of course, it might have been something yet. Come to think of it, he looks more like that. But I guess there ain't a whole lot of difference.
No, I reckon not. Well, whether he's in love or not, this bareback rider has just swept him clean off his feet.
Yes, Bob.
He'll do anything she tells him to, regardless of what it is.
Oh, she's got him looking after the horses for her now.
Oh, for the land's sake.
Spends half his time around there curry-combing them and brushing them and plaiting their tails and manes and all such as that.
Yeah, he's going to get his silly head kicked off, too, if he ain't careful.
Well, from the way he looks at Miss Zenora, I believe he'd done been kicked once, anyway.
Doggies, I wish we'd get shut of that Zenora and them horses both. Maybe then Lum would spend a little time looking after the circus.
Well, just who's supposed to be the main boss around here anyway? That's what I'd like to know.
Huh?
It's supposed to be you or Mr. Lum or Mr. Squire?
Well, Lum's supposed to be the boss, Cedric, but he ain't looking after things like he ought to. You know he told Zenora that he owned the circus all by himself.
Yes, Mom, and you know what?
No, what?
Mr. Lum told me to tell her that, too.
He did, huh? Well, for the land's sake.
Well, he done it. He told me to.
That just makes me so mad I can't hardly stand myself.
I was standing right, well, I forget where I was standing when he told me, but I know he told me.
Well, it don't make no difference, Cedric. Every time I get around him and her, why, he starts giving me orders just to show out in front of her.
Yes, Mom, he does me that way, too.
Makes me so mad I could bite. Had me in there yesterday selling peanuts, and me a half owner in the circus.
How'd you do?
Well, not bad, Cedric. Wait a minute, here comes Squire Skimp.
Oh, yes, Mom.
He's disgusted with Lum, too, and he ought to be.
Well, I expect I better get out there and start carrying some more water for them elephants.
Yeah.
Bound you, they can drink more water than anybody I ever seen. Oh, howdy, Mr. Squire.
Well, hello there, Cedric, my boy. Whereabouts is Abner?
Well, he's on the inside of the wagon there.
Yeah, come on in, Squire.
Oh, I couldn't see you in there, Abner. I've been looking for you. I want to have a little talk with you.
Yeah, well, sit down. Make yourself at home. Or, make yourself comfort, anyway.
Yes. Whereabouts is Lum?
Well, I don't know for sure, but I bet he's with that Zenora wherever she's at.
Yes, it looks like Zenora's taking up pretty nearly all of Lum's time.
Oh, that's all he talks about. Zenora this, Zenora that. I'm so tired of hearing it, I wished I was dead.
Well, I know what you mean, Abner. I don't mind telling you that I'm a little more than put out with Lum myself. Here it is, time to open up the box office and start selling tickets, and there's nobody out there to sell them.
Oh, Lord me. Well, I'll go out and find him and send him around there, Squire.
Abner, I don't like to complain about the way things are going, but if Lum is going to manage a show, I do wish he'd attend to it.
Well, Squire, I don't blame you one bit for that. Them is my sentiments exactly.
That's the reason I wanted you and him to travel with the show, so as you could take part of the responsibilities off of me.
Why, sure.
But the way things are now, Lum's no help at all. He's got that bareback rider on his mind, and that's all.
Oh, he's a complete loss. I doubt if he even knows we got a show going on this afternoon. Does it look like we're going to have much of a crowd out there?
Oh, yes, there's a big crowd around here. Yes, we ought to do well here in Mount Ida.
Well, good for us.
If we can get Lum to pay attention to business, why, you fellas can make some money with this show, Abner.
Yeah, that's a time, Squire. That's the way I like to hear you talk. I know it sounds funny, but I just love money. Just love it.
Well, we certainly did a good business there at the county seat. And yesterday and the day before there at Cherry Hill were both good days, too.
Oh, yeah, we're doing a big business all right. If we can just get some money ahead, well, everything will be all right.
Well, of course, I'm not handling that end of it, Abner. And I don't know just how we're coming out, but we ought to be clearing some money, though.
Well, Lum spends it fast as it comes in. Like them new posters he got out.
Yes, I believe he made a mistake there, Abner. He's given Zenora and her bareback riding act top billing over all the other acts.
Well, she more likely put him up to that herself.
Well, anybody knows that the Wild Animal Act and the elephant should be featured in the billing.
Well, I never seen nothing like them posters of hers. That big picture of her standing there on the back of that horse. Lum never said, but I know in reason that costs a sight of money to get them things printed or drawed or whatever it is they do to them.
Oh, yes, those things run into money, yes, indeed.
And I never seen no reason for Lum having his picture put on them posters neither.
Oh, that's the most uncalled for thing I ever heard of.
He ain't no traction, I know that for sure.
Well, if you want my opinions, Abner. Wait a minute, I believe. Yes, there he comes right now.
Yeah, that's him. So I wonder if he could stand to leave Zenora and her horses for a minute.
Yes, he's got it pretty bad. Poor man.
Oh, he's practical. Gentlemen's nothing. Lum, don't you know you're supposed to be out in front there selling tickets?
Well, it ain't time. Well, I swan to goodness. Time just flies by, looks like.
Lum, there's a big crowd standing around out there waiting to get in the tent.
Well, fine. I'm glad to hear it. I'm mighty glad I found you fellers together. I've got a great idea I want to talk over with you.
Uh-oh. Some other way of spending money, I reckon. If there's any other ways that you ain't thought of yet.
Well, now, wait a minute. It'll cost a little something, yes, but it'll be worth it.
Uh-huh.
Lum, just what have you got in mind?
Well, I was just back there thinking to myself a while ago, and you know them horses Zenora rides.
Oh, for the land's sakes, I could have told you something about her.
Now, wait a minute. You ain't heard what I got to say yet.
And I ain't sure I want to hear it, neither.
Well, what's the matter with you? It's got to where I can't mention her name without you getting mad about
Well,
it.
that's all you can talk about, Lum, is Zenora.
The trouble with you is you just don't know her.
Get sick on ice cream.
You don't know what a fine little woman she is.
What was it you started to tell, Lum?
Oh, yeah. Well, have you ever looked at rings?
Circus rings, you mean?
No, I mean rings like you wear on your fingers. Rubies and sapphires and all that stuff.
You ain't went and bought her a ring, have you?
No, now wait a minute. I just want to give an example of something.
Example of what? The way your head works? I
No.
don't hear nothing rattling.
Now look, you take an expensive gem, opal or agate or something, and you put it in a bad setting and it don't look so good. But when you put it in a good setting, little diamonds and stuff all around it, why, it just sparkles something wonderful. Now that's the way with Zenora.
Huh?
Here she is like a wonderful little gem, and it's just a shame her having to ride around on them horses with that shabby harness they got. Now, what we need to do is take our little gem and put her in a better setting.
Now, wait just a minute, Lum.
Get them horses some fancy harness, some good sparkly ones. Zenora said they wouldn't have to be real diamonds in them.
Oh, she did, huh?
Just get some harness with rhino stones in them or something like that. There's a nice outfit we could get, and they only cost around $600 or $700 apiece. Well, they got another one that runs around $300. I reckon the $160 ones would do, but they look kind of cheap.
Now, look here, Lum.
Oh, all right, just forget it. Fine cooperations I get around here.
Lum, if you're going to open up the ticket office, you better get started. Dog, as everybody be leaving, going back home.
Yes, you better get around there, Lum, and I'll go along and start the ballyhooing, too.
Well, I've got to get the money out of the safe here to make change with.
You don't need to take that, do you? Can't you make change with what you take in? Money's money, Lum.
Well, supposing somebody pulls a $5 bill on me right the first thing.
Oh, that's right. I never thought about that.
Yeah, you should have a little change in the drawer to start out with.
Granny, that reminds me, too. I aim to make a deposit this morning. Meant to take the money to the bank we took in yesterday and the day before at Cherry Hill.
Yes, you oughtn't to leave too much cash around this wagon this way, Lum. You're liable to get stuck up sometime.
Yeah, let's see now. Never can recollect that combination.
Put the dial on naught and turn it to the right, clean over to 70, and then back to 20.
Back to 20.
Then to the right to 45 and back to 70.
Yeah, that ought to open it.
Yeah, 45 and back to 70. There. I'll just take about $20 in change.
I still don't see why you need none.
Well, Abner, I told you I have... Wait a minute.
Huh?
I see. I put that in a shoebox and laid it right in...
Lum, what in the world's the matter with you?
Did one of you fellas take that money out of here?
Don't be looking at me, Lum. I never took it.
It's gone. Every dad blame cent of that money's gone. We've been wrong.
Well, now this looks like an inside job. But just who took the money? And now let's see what's going on down in Pine Ridge. Well, Friday, Lum discovered that the safe had been robbed. And as we look in on the old fellows today, we find Squire Skimp in the circus wagon that serves as their office and headquarters talking to Lum. And from their conversation, the disappearance of the money is still a mystery. Listen.
Well, Lum, I'm just as anxious to find that stolen money as you are. I don't want you and Abner thinking I took it.
Well, I ain't accusing nobody. All I know is I put the money in the safe Thursday night, and you was standing right here Friday when I went to get it out, and it was gone.
Well, yes, that's right, Lum, but that is no sign that I took it.
I ain't saying you did. I'm just saying that me and you and Abner's the only ones that knows the combination of that safe. And you know me and Abner ain't gonna steal nothing from ourselves.
That right there is just the reason I'm anxious to get this thing cleared up.
Yeah, me too.
You and Abner have been sleeping right here in the wagon, Lum. If I'd have come in here, you surely would have known it.
Yeah, that's right. But I don't know. The lock on that safe ain't been tampered with at all, so whoever got the money is bound to know the combination.
Yes, it sure looks like it. Where did you get that safe, Lum?
Oh, it come with the circus when we taken it over.
You haven't seen any suspicious-looking characters hanging around the wagon here in the last few days, have you?
No, just us is all. Not no strangers that I know of.
Well, what about Cedric?
What about him?
Well, he hangs out around the wagon here right smart.
Oh, well, it ain't Cedric I know, Squire. He's as honest as the day is long.
Well, yes, but a young boy that way, he's easily influenced, Lum. Somebody else might have put him up to it, you know.
In the first place, Cedric don't even know the combination to the safe. He couldn't have opened it if he wanted to.
Well, he's been hanging around here quite a lot, Lum, and he's seen you and Abner open it. He might have memorized that combination.
Cedric memorized a combination? Why, he ain't through working on Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star yet.
Yeah.
Oh, law me, Squire, I'd just as soon tell Cedric what the combination is. He couldn't recollect it long enough to get back here and open the safe no ways.
Well, I'm just trying to think of all the possibilities.
Well, I'll talk to him, ask him about it, but I know it ain't him. He has a hard enough time recollecting what day of the month it is.
Yes, well, in a case like this, Lum, you just about have to consider everybody guilty.
Yeah, I reckon so, but I know everybody never took it.
Well, I didn't mean that, no.
What I can't understand is how anybody could have come in here and broke in this wagon and opened the safe and took the money without waking one or the other of us up.
Well, of course, now, it might have been done in the daytime, Lum. There is that possibility, you know.
No, we always keep the wagon locked up, less'n me or Abner one's right here with it.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah, either that or I leave somebody here with it to watch it for me. I know Friday morning I was gone for a few minutes, so I left Zenora's brother here to keep an eye on the safe.
Zenora's brother?
Yeah, I've been all clear about it.
Oh.
He run over here that morning, said Zenora wanted to see me around back of the big top right quick, so I got him to stay here in the wagon. I weren't gone more than 10 minutes, no way.
Well, now, I believe we're getting somewhere.
What do you mean, Squire?
I thought that fella had a pretty shifty eye on him.
Now, wait a minute, Squire. If you're fixing to accuse him, you're getting off on the wrong track.
Just what makes you think so?
'Cause in the first place, he's Zenora's brother. Wouldn't no more think of stealing than he would of flying. And in the second and third place, he don't even know the combination to the safe. And we know that whoever took the money did know it.
Yes, that's right. Looks like that lets him out all right.
Of course it does.
Lum, are you sure you put the money in the safe Thursday night?
Why, sure I put it in there. Wait a minute. You ain't suspicioning me, are you?
No. I just thought you might have hid the money someplace else and forgot about it.
No, sir. I've got proof that I put the money in the safe right after the show closed Thursday night.
You say you've got proof?
Yeah, right after the show was over, Zenora was complaining about being hungry, and I told her I'd take her over to town there and buy her something to eat. But we come by the wagon here for me to put the money up first on account of didn't want to be packing that much cash on me.
Oh. And did she wait outside for you?
No, sir. She sat right there in that chair and seen me open the safe and put the money in that shoebox, and I can prove it by her.
So Zenora was in here when you put the money up, huh?
Yes, sir, and I can prove it by her.
Well, Lum, wouldn't it have been mighty easy for her to watch you work the combination and then come back here later?
Now, wait just a minute, Squire. Just stop right where you're at. Don't you start accusing that little woman of having anything to do with it. There's as fine a little woman as ever drawed breath.
Well, I'm not saying that she did it, Lum. It just seems to me,
you just leave her name out of this. I can tell you right now, she never had a thing to do with it.
Well, all right, Lum, it's your money. If that's the way you feel about it, it's all right with me.
Well, that's exactly the way I feel about it. Every time anybody's name's been brung up, you've tried to point suspicion at 'em. I'm getting good and tired.
Well, what's going on in here?
Oh, come on in, Abner.
Well, it's about time to open up a ticket office, Lum. There's a big crowd gathered around in front of the tent there.
Yes, huh?
Yeah, I expect I better get out there and make my spiel to him, too.
Well, I'll be around there quick as I get some money out of the safe here for change.
Yes, I'll go ahead and get the crowd gathered on.
All right.
Hey, what's the matter with you and Squire? Sound like you was arguing about something just now.
Yeah, he's trying to say Zenora was the one that taken that money out of the safe.
Well, what's his reason for saying she done it?
Well, he's the only one that knows the combination outside of me and you, and he's got a key to the wagon. That's more likely his reason.
Well, maybe so, but I still don't think it was him, Lum.
Well, what got me more suspicious than ever, I've been cross-examining him here, sorter, and everybody's name that was brung up, he tried to make me think they was the ones that done it.
Well, maybe he was just interested and trying to help.
Yeah, but I've been trying cases in my justice of the peace court for a spell of years now. If you want my notions on it, when you see a feller pointing his finger at everybody else, accusing them, you better watch out for him.
Yeah, well, there's something in that, all right.
Squire's trying to lay this on everybody else's doorstep except his own. Accusing Zenora of very ideas. Well, there's the sweetest little woman. You can't even force her to take a little favor, hardly.
You can't, huh?
It's just a shame that a pretty little thing like her has to go out and perform in front of all them people in that old wore-out costume of hers.
What's the matter with it? Looks all right to me.
Oh, the spangles is getting rusty, I think. Dent, sort of. But she'd never say anything about getting a new one.
Oh, no, I'm sure she wouldn't.
Well, she wouldn't. I had to argue with her 10 or 15 minutes before she'd even give me her measurements she'd wrote down.
Measurement? What for?
Why, for her new costume. That's what's for her.
Uh-oh.
And she sure is going to be surprised when she sees the new one I ordered for her.
Yeah, she'll more likely be overcame. Just how much did this new costume cost?
Oh, not much. I don't recollect right now. $60, $90.
How much did it cost you, Lum?
I told you I don't recollect just now. The summer's in that neighborhood, though.
Well, that's a pretty fancy neighborhood. Did you tell Squire about that?
No, why should I? Ain't none of his business. Besides, it's good for the show. It's more of an invest, you might say.
Yeah, you might.
Well, anyway, I don't like him accusing somebody like Zenora of taking that money. And I told him so, too.
Well, you said he's accusing everybody. Who else did he mention?
Well, he just same as accused me there once. Won't know if I sure put the money in there. I already got up right then. Wait a minute. Hey, Cedric, come here a minute. I want to talk to Cedric. Squire was accusing him, too.
Cedric? Why, he never done it. I know that.
Well, of course not. He don't even know the combination on the safe. Well, where were you going, Cedric?
Why, I was going,
Ain't hard now.
I was, no place. I don't even know. I was just walking around, sort of.
Oh, well, come on in and sit down over there, Cedric.
Yeah, I want to have a little talk with you.
Yes, Mom. What do you want to talk about?
Cedric, you might not have known it, but there was some money took out of the safe here either Thursday night or Friday.
Oh, yes, Mom, I know about that. It was $430.70.
Yeah, that's right, Cedric. That's just what it was.
Yeah, you don't know who took it or nothing like that, do you?
Well,
Of course he don't, Lum. You know Cedric never took it.
Well, I knowed in reason you didn't myself, Cedric, but there's another fella around here that's sort of accusing you of it. I wanted to cross-examine you so as I could prove to him that you don't know nothing about it.
Yes, Mom.
Well, you just tell Squire that Cedric don't know nothing about it, Lum. And you better get on around there in front, too. Folks will be wanting to buy tickets and can't get into the show.
Well, I've got to get my tickets and change together here. Run around front there, Abner, and tell Squire to keep his spiel going till I get there.
Well, all right, but you hurry up now.
Yeah, I will. Let's see now. I've got to get in that safe again, if I can recollect the combination. Sort of slips my mind. I see it starts here at naught. I know that.
Yes, Mom.
And then around to the right to 70 and back to
20.
Yeah, 20. Then back to 45, I recollect that. And then, let's see,
70 again.
Yeah, that's right, 70. Yeah, that ought to open it. Yeah, that's got it. See, I better take about $20 out for... Wait a minute here.
What's the matter, Mr. Lum?
It's gone. It's gone again. I put $211 in here last night. Somebody's robbed this safe again. Hey, Abner!
Well, now, wait a minute. It appears that Cedric has a better memory than some people give him credit for. Now let's see what's going on down in Pine Ridge. Well, last night, the safe in the circus wagon that serves as office for Lum and Abner was robbed for the second time. There are several suspects, but so far no definite clues. As we look in on the circus grounds today, we find Squire Skimp in the office discussing the matter with Abner. Listen.
Well, now, that's the reason I came over, Abner. I just wanted to have a heart-to-heart talk with you.
Well, what was it you want to talk about, Squire?
Abner, I know all this money disappearing the way it has looks bad for me.
Oh, I wouldn't say that, hardly, Squire.
Well, now, wait a minute. It's more than natural that I would be the first one that you'd suspect.
Well, I ain't accused you of taking it.
Well, I just want you to know, Abner, that although the finger of suspicion is pointed at me, my conscience is clear. I have done nothing to betray your trust.
Well, I told you I don't think you done it, Squire. Ain't no use for you to keep telling me you never stole the money. I'll believe you.
Well, that's fine. I'm glad to hear you say that.
Well, good. I'm proud you're happy.
As a matter of fact, Abner, I'm even willing to hire a detective at my own expense to come in here and clear the whole thing up, rather than have you suspect me.
Well, I don't see no need in doing that. We're bound to find out who done it eventually, I think.
Well, Abner, there's another little matter that I want to talk with you about, too, confidentially.
Well, sure, Squire. Go right ahead.
Mind now, I don't want you to quote me on this.
Oh, I won't. No, go ahead, shoot.
All right, Abner, did it ever occur to you that Lum might be the one that's taking that money? Have you ever thought of that as a possibility?
Lum? What in the world would he be wanting to take it for? It belongs to me and him anyway.
Mm-hmm.
And even if he did take it, that wouldn't be stealing.
Well, now, wait just a minute. Half of that belongs to him, yes. But the other half is yours, don't you forget that.
Yeah, but Lum never had nothing to do with it, Squire. I can guarantee that. Why, he's just as honest a man as ever drawed breath. You seen the surprised look on his face when he opened that safe and seen the money was gone.
Well, yes, but he might have been looking that way on a purpose, Abner, just to throw you off the track.
Oh, no, not Lum, Squire. I've knowed him too long, had too many dealings with him. No, weren't him. Couldn't have been.
And why not?
Well, I can tell you why not in just 2 words. Impossible.
Well, I don't know, Abner. I don't think Lum would do a thing like that on his own either. But my point is, sometimes a man can be influenced by another person to do something that he himself knows is wrong.
What do you mean by that, Squire?
Well, just to talk straight from the shoulder, Abner. Here's this bareback rider, Zenora. She seems to have swept Lum right off his feet.
Oh, I know she has.
I believe he'd do nearly anything that she told him to.
Oh, yeah, she's got him wrapped right around her finger, all right.
Well, now, she's a smart one, Abner. She'd know just how to work a fellow like Lum. You know yourself she had him all ribbed up to buy a big electric sign to put across the top of the tent with her name on it.
Yeah, and he'd have done it, too, if you hadn't been there when the sign company called up about it and you canceled that order he gave him.
Why, certainly he would have. He was all set to buy it.
Yeah, that's right. How much was it he was going to pay for that thing?
Well, according to the call I had, he was going to pay $500 for it.
Yeah, that's right. Doggy, she sure must have given him a good sales talk.
Well, you can just bet that she did. And I'll tell you something else I heard a while ago, Abner. Zenora told a snake charmer that Lum was going to buy her a big diamond engagement ring.
Diamond engagement ring?
Yes, sir. And that could be what he intends to do with the money right there.
No, I just don't believe he'd do it, Squire.
It's that woman, I tell you, that Zenora. She's putting these ideas in Lum's head.
Well, I don't care what you say, Squire. I just never in this world would believe it. Wait just a minute. Here he comes right now.
Oh, yes, sir. Well, it was just like I was saying, Abner. You men ought to make a lot of money out of this circus. Yes, indeed. The crowds have been good, you know. Very good.
Well, howdy do, gentlemen.
Oh, well, hello, Lum. I didn't notice you coming up. Good evening.
Come on in, Lum.
Yeah, just keep your seat, Squire. I can sit over here.
No. I just fixing to go anyway, Lum. I have a little business to attend to before the performance tonight.
Well, I'll be around there before long to open up the box office.
Yes, all right, Lum.
Yeah, I'm glad he got out of here.
What's the matter with you, Lum?
Oh, I don't know. I'm just getting to where I can't hardly stand to be around that Squire skimp anymore.
What's the matter with you and Squire now?
Oh, same thing. I just don't like the altitude he's taking about this money disappearing.
Oh, well, I wouldn't pay no attention to nothing he says, Lum.
You wouldn't be talking that way if you knowed who he's trying to lay it on to.
I already know. And you're right. I never liked it one bit.
I don't blame you.
No, sir.
I run him out of the wagon here this morning. I wouldn't stand for him making such accuses.
Well, Lum, that ain't gonna get the money back.
Oh, I guess you're right about that.
Why, of course I am. Instead of doing all this accusing and jaw-flapping about it, we ought to get busy and try to catch whoever it is that's taking the money.
Yeah, well, I'll bet you whoever's been stealing it gets the surprise of their life tonight.
A surprise?
Yeah, I studied up a nice little trick for him.
You did?
Yes, sir, I sure did. And I just love to see the look on his face when he finds it out, too.
Well, hurry up and tell me, what are you aiming on doing?
Oh, it's just as simple as falling off a log. I just ain't gonna put the money in the safe no more.
You ain't?
Why, no. They get it out of there twice, didn't they?
Yeah.
Ain't no use in just giving it to them.
Well, now, Lum, I wouldn't be carrying that much cash around on me if I was you. That's dangerous business. You're liable to get clunked right up on top of the head.
Well, I ain't gonna carry it around on me.
Well, what are you going to do with it then?
I'm just going to hide it in another place tonight. Ain't going to put it in the safe.
Oh.
I'll hide it in the bottom of that trunk over there tonight, and then take it out in the morning and carry it down to the bank and dispose it.
Going to put it in the trunk, you say?
Wait a minute. Be quiet.
What's the matter?
Thought I heard somebody.
Oh, my goodness.
Wait a minute. Wait just a minute there. What are you doing? Hold on there. Who is that?
Who is it, Lum?
Cedric, is that you?
Yes, Mom.
Well, just what are you doing slipping around the side of the wagon there?
Why, I wasn't slipping around.
Well, it sure looks like it.
No, Mom, I just started to come in the wagon and I seen you and Mr. Abner was talking some business, so I started to leave.
Well, don't you be hanging around this wagon. You just stay away from here.
Yes, Mom.
Son, to goodness, Lum, you scared me to death when you jumped up that way.
Yeah, I reckon I am a little nervous and jumpy.
A little nervous? Doggy, you might not jump clean out of your galluses there.
I know it. This thing's got me about half out of my head, Abner. You reckon Cedric could know anything about where that money's been going?
You mean, reckon if he stole it?
Yeah.
Well, now, Lum, he couldn't get in the safe. He don't even know the combination.
Well, that's just what you think.
Huh?
He knows it a heap better than either one of us.
Who, Cedric?
Yes, sir. You know, I never can recollect that thing when I start to work it. Yesterday evening, I went to open the safe, and there was just me and Cedric in here, and I couldn't recollect the combination, and he sat right there and told me exactly what it was.
He never.
He sure did. I never thought a thing about it at the time, but I got to studying about it today, and grannies, I hate to think such a thing about Cedric, but I'll swan it's planting mighty strong towards him.
Well, now, he might have just watched us open the safe, Lum, and learnt the combinations by heart that way.
Well, I hate to say this about Cedric Abner, but I know it's him or Squire Skimp one.
Well, I don't believe it's him or Squire, neither one who done it, Lum. Squire was in here a while ago, and he just might not have brung tears to my eyes telling me how innocent he is. I thought sure I was going to puddle up there once.
Oh, Abner, for goodness sake. You don't expect him to admit it, do you? I'll tell you this much. After some of the stunts Squire Skimp's pulled on us, I wouldn't put nothing past him.
Well, Lum, if you hide the money in the trunk tonight, we can just watch the safe and we'll see who...
Wait a minute.
You hear somebody?
Who is that?
Huh?
What do you want? Speak up. I seen you. Halt her on
Who is it, Lum? Who is it?
I don't know. I couldn't see for sure. And get down off of my back, Abner.
Oh, excuse me.
Just as I stepped to the door here, he run around the corner of the wagon.
Well, why didn't you shoot?
Never had nothing to shoot with. Wait a minute.
Hey, watch where you're going next time. You're going to hurt somebody running around like a wild man that way.
Is that you, Squire? What's the matter?
Oh, that brother, Zenora's, came tearing around the end of the wagon there and run right square into me. Knocked me right flat on my back.
Zenora's brother? Well, what would he be doing? Oh, my goodness.
Well, are Zenora and her brother mixed up in these robberies? Well, this new development seems only to complicate matters more than ever. Just who did steal the money? Now let's see what's going on down in Pine Ridge. Well, in spite of the mysterious robberies that have been taking place in the Edwards and Peabody Circus, the show has continued to play several small towns around Pine Ridge, and today we find them in Odin, Arkansas. Lum is calling to Abner in the wagon they use for an office. Listen.
Hi, Granny's Abner, come here. We've been robbed again.
Again?
Yeah, looky there. I just now opened the trunk to get that money out to deposit it in the bank, and it's gone.
Well, for the land's sakes alive.
Whoever got it must have broke in here while we drove back to Pine Ridge this morning to check up on things over there.
Well, Lum, the wagon and trunk was both locked up while we was gone.
Yeah, but whoever got it must have had a key to the trunk, for the lock ain't broke or nothing.
Well, they must have had a key to the wagon, too, then, for it was locked up.
Yeah, that's right, ain't it?
Hey, nobody ain't stole your keys from you, have they?
No, I used them just now to open the trunk.
Doggy, this thing is getting to be serious, you know it?
Getting to be? It already is. I'm glad now I called the law in on this case.
The law?
Yeah, when we
Well, Lum, do you think that's a good idea now, getting the law in here?
Well, of course it is. We ain't been able to catch the thief ourselves, and we can't just sit here and lose all our money. Somebody's stealing it just as fast as we can get it. Over $800 has been stole from us so far.
Yeah, I know that, Lum.
Besides losing all our profit, we ain't going to be able to pay the performers and buy feed for the animals. Getting the law in here is the only thing to do.
Yeah, well, what I meant was that quick as we get a policeman around here, why, that's going to make the thief lay low, and then we never will catch him.
Oh, well, we don't need to worry about that. The policeman I'm getting here is Ben Withers.
Oh, well, that's different.
Nobody'd ever expect him of being the law if they didn't know he was a constable.
Oh, no, never in the world. Of course, now, he wears that great big badge all the time, though.
Yeah, well, I told him to take that off. Told him what we wanted was a plain clothes man.
A plain clothes man?
Yeah.
Well, you got the right feller. He dresses awful conservative. Wears some of the plainest clothes I believe I ever seen.
Well, Abner, I don't mean that.
His clothes is downright dull, I'd say. When'd you get hold of him?
This morning when we was in Pine Ridge. When you was over at your place talking to Elizabeth.
Oh?
He said he'd get over here to Odin just quick as he could, and then he had to find the key to the jailhouse so as he could lock it up while he was gone.
Yeah, well, I know where that's at. He give that to Willie the Boodler. Well, to one of the prisoners. I forget which one now. He said if he carried it around himself, he'd lose it sure to whirl, absent-minded as he is.
Yeah, well, he'll locate it all right.
Yeah, some of the prisoners has got it.
I think what he'll suggest is setting a trap for the thief.
Set a trap for him?
Yeah, him and me talked a little bit about it. We'll just put the money in the safe again tonight for bait and then catch the thief that way.
Oh, then set the traps around in front of the safe, huh?
Yeah. Or no, of course not, silly.
Well, that'd be the best place to put them on. The robber'll have to step right up there to get to the safe.
Well, Abner, I don't mean set regular steel traps.
Say, I know what kind we can use. The lion tamer was telling me the other day how they catch them lions in Africa.
Well, they ain't looking no lion breaking in here taking that money.
No, but we might could catch a human the same
I'm
way.
very excited. I can't hardly talk.
Well, see, to set this trap, Lum, just calm down. I'll explain
All
this
right.
to you. Now, sit down there.
You do most of the talking.
Yeah,
We'll do better that way.
yeah. We set the trap. Just dig a great big hole in the ground in front of the wagon. Then you cover it all over with brush and hay and stuff like that.
Huh?
Then when they step on it, they fall down in the hole and can't get out.
Yeah, that's fine, but that ain't the kind of a trap I'm talking about, though.
Well, Lum, he says that's the best kind. Of course, now, yeah, I forgot you got to put some fresh meat out in the middle of it, so when they start after the meat, why, then that's when they fall through the cavern over the hole.
Well, what would a robber want with fresh meat?
I don't know. He says that's what they use there in Africa.
Well, that's because they're trying to catch wild animals. Whoever it is we're trying to catch is after money.
Oh, doggy, that's right. Well, sure. Just put the money in there, then.
No, we ain't gonna do no such a thing, and we ain't gonna dig no hole in the ground, either.
We ain't, huh?
What I mean by setting a trap is we can put the money in the safe and then set up and watch, see who comes to get it.
Well, Lum, they ain't gonna come in there with me and you sitting right there in the wagon.
We'll hide, get outside in the dark summers.
Well, how you gonna catch 'em if you ain't got no trap there?
Abner, let's just wait till Ben gets here and let him figure it out.
Of course, I reckon we could jump up and run in the wagon and try to catch 'em. But what if they're too fast for us and get away?
Well, I don't think we need to worry about that. He can't run very fast. He's pretty heavy, you know.
Who is?
Oh, well, no use beating around the brush. You know who I'm talking about, Squire Skimp.
Oh, well, Lum, it couldn't be Squire.
Why couldn't it?
Well, because he was with us when we went back to Pine Ridge this morning.
That's right, ain't it?
Why, sure. He couldn't have taken the money when he weren't even here.
Yeah. Well, I had figured out that he was the only one besides us that had a key to the wagon. No, couldn't have been him after all.
Oh, no, not Squire, no.
Well, I grannies, I know it weren't Zenora's brother.
I never said it was.
I know what you're thinking, though.
Well, Lum, here's the way I feel.
And Squire thinks that, too. But just 'cause Squire happened to bump into him while he was running around the wagon here, that don't mean he's a thief.
No, you're right. It don't.
Well, it don't.
Well, I'm agreeing with you, Lum.
No, you ain't, I can tell.
Oh.
He never had nothing to do with it. Him and Zenora's two of the nicest, honestest folks you'll ever want to meet.
Uh-huh.
Well, they are. And what's more, they don't need to go around robbing nobody 'cause they're already rich. Her papa was a king or something over in Egypt. She told me that herself.
Yeah, I know it. Yeah, I know it.
Well, it's the truth. They're just working in the circus 'cause they like the show business so much.
Uh-huh.
Like to be actors.
Yeah.
Well, now, don't get that look on your face.
Lum, I've agreed with everything you said.
There you are, fellas.
Well, howdy, Ben.
Hello, Abner.
Just climb on up in the wagon here.
Thank you, Will. Been looking all over for you fellows. Down by the monkey cages, everywhere.
Well,
now, this is us.
Proud you got here, Ben. We was just talking about the case.
A nice bunch of monkeys you fellas have got there. They're the cutest little rascals.
Oh, well, thank you.
Yeah, I'd like to have you get right to work on the case, Ben, but I'm feared I can't give you a whole lot of clues to start working on.
Fine.
The feller I'd sort of picked out for the thief turned out to be innocent after all, looks like.
Yes. Well, now, who do you suspect, Lum?
Well, I just told you, I don't know.
Now, wait a minute. Let me jot that down. I want to get a complete set of notes on this case. Do it right, you know. Then gradually we'll start putting the pieces of the jigsaw puzzle together.
Doggy, did you bring that thing with you?
Now, tell me that again, Lum. Who'd you say?
I didn't say nobody, but I can tell you one thing. It ain't Zenora's brother.
Zenora's brother, you say?
Yes, sir.
All right. How do you spell that?
I said it weren't him, Ben.
Fine. Zenora's brother. Well, now, he must have a name of his own of some kind.
Yeah, it's Ed.
No, it ain't. And you keep out of this, Abner. His name is Leandro.
Well, maybe that's what it says on them posters, but everybody around here calls him Ed.
That's just a nickname, I think. Who ever heard of an Egyptian being called Ed? especially a Egyptian king's boy.
Ed. All right. Ed, I've got that.
There's one called Ben.
Now,
Ben Alley or something.
now, why do you suspect him so strongly, Lum?
I don't. He's innocent, and I know he is.
Well, if he's innocent, why do you suspect him? Seems to me
Hey,
that...
say, Lum, I think we'd better pitch the sideshow tent over there. Oh, well, hello, Ben.
Hello, Squire.
Well, this is a surprise. What are you doing over here?
Fine.
I got Ben to come over here and help us keep an eye on the money, Squire. Figure out who's getting it.
Oh, yes. Well, that's an excellent idea. If we don't track down the culprit pretty soon, we're going to have to close up, men.
Yes. Well, my list of suspects here is comprised so far of, Ed.
Ed?
Now, wait a minute. Let's get this straight once and for all. Zenora's brother ain't got nothing to do with this.
Oh, so that's who you're talking about.
Yeah.
Have very little dope on him so far, Squire.
Well, I don't know, but I'm inclined to agree that he's a man we'd better watch.
Grannies, I'm getting tired of all these false accusings going on here.
Well, now, Lum, you'll have to admit it looked a little suspicious the way he was hanging around the wagon here last night. He could very well have been trying to find out where you were going to put the money, or where you had it hidden.
Well, look, why don't we do this? Why don't we just go right direct to their quarters and have a talk with him and Zenora, too?
Yes, that's a good idea. We'll question them.
Yeah, question them. Ask them anything you want to. Come right out flat-footed and accuse them of taking the money. Just see what kind of answers you'll get.
All right.
Maybe that'll settle this thing once and for all.
Well, perhaps that's the best thing to do. I'd rather wait till after the performance.
Mr. Lum! Mr. Lum!
Oh, what is it, Cedric? We're busy right now.
Well, did you hear about Zenora and her brother?
Huh?
The tattooed man just told me they packed up everything a while ago and pulled out.
They did.
Oh, my goodness. And I'll bet you with our money, too.
Well, even Lum seems to be losing faith in Zenora's honesty. Will Constable Withers be able to track down the deserters?